Go. We should be back online. Let's see if everybody can see that we're back online. Okay, let me see. This is weird stuff. Now, I got the notification that we were live. Elle?
I'm looking right now. It says live. Nope. Okay, let me... Yeah, they're really screwing with us. Okay, here we are. We've lost almost everybody, but they'll come back.
Yeah,
We're here again. We're live.
We're live. There we go. And we're back. Okay. I don't see...
Wow, they're really screwing. They're really screwing with us, you turkey tinfoil hat.
Yeah, and I put that up there for a joke because I was showing how I put my face upon a turkey there, and I was, in fact, when you were at when you said is Olive Branch there, I was trying to find my app. I was trying to put your face on a horse because you on a horse, and I was going to surprise you and put you up on the side there.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. I wish Praise would have put another box so we could have put John in there on like a donkey or an elephant or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll have Praise reconstruct a box.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reconstruct a box.
That's hilarious, though. I love that picture. But
isn't that funny? Oh, well, you should see my James Bond one. It wouldn't fit in the box, so that's why I couldn't use that one. The James Bond one is one of my favorites.
I wonder if it, it's funny because if we talk and just joke around, they don't cut us off. But the minute we start talking about pre-trib or we start talking rapture or this and that, boy, they cut us off.
Oh yeah. Well, there's so many restrictions here on YouTube.
Well, I was thinking we might have to go into what is that other one called that people are switching to?
Is it
BitChute? Is it BitChute?
BitChute?
Or
Twitch?
I don't. No, it's another one where people actually have to pay to see you, which that's kind of crazy. I can't remember what it is, but
Patreon.
Yes, Patreon.
I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody's going to, because there's not like all the people that talk about guns and that kind of stuff. They all are on Patreon now.
Right, because they don't cut you off there. It's free speech, but people have to pay to see you.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Well, it's not much. They can pay, I think, for like $1 or something like that, but then they get to see you and you don't buzz out and they don't cut you off.
Huh.
Okay, now we got 6 back in, so we'll see if the other stragglers find us.
Gulp says, "Show me the money."
Gulp, show me the money.
That's a good one.
We might have to switch onto a different platform if this is the way YouTube's going to be.
Yeah, well, they got AI that listens to all this stuff, and it can cut you off at any time. But of course, your satellite reception too is not going to help either.
Well, we're going to be coming to a point where they're going to take us all off. Anybody who talks about Christianity, Jesus, or anything, Shepherd's Chapel, everything's going to get taken off.
Right. Well, that's one of the reasons I have my own website, because I control it myself, and so it's nice. Of course, I like the audio or video capabilities like we have here on YouTube.
And
right, which makes a huge deal. But if we got to do something else, we got to do something else.
I was going to tell Diana, and that's definitely what the chapel does.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
Well, I kind of find it weird that David died of a heart attack, Pastor Murray's gone, and now Dennis has stage 1 lymphoma.
In our life. They just come in different forms for different folks.
He's kind of fluctuating in and out a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wonder what that's all about.
But yeah.
So to me, it is very weird about what happened to Dennis, but I do believe that he's going to beat this. I really do.
But do you think that God's going to take all of them home because he's the only one left? And it would be, weird that it's like, okay, it's not your guys' place to be here. You've done your job, and he took David home, Pastor Marie. Maybe he'll take Dennis.
And maybe he will, because it's almost like a modern day Enoch, where you earn that, right? Where you earn that. So maybe.
It's possible.
It is definitely possible. Lucifer's going to
Right.
that, and YouTube's going to come down. So
right.
So maybe I just had the feeling that he was going to beat it, but that might be because I always like to remain positive in that type of stuff.
And I'm always suspicious.
You're always suspicious, yes. I always like to, because of Mama, she has bad health, and I'm always in that positive mindset. So
right. Yeah, and I'm always suspicious, thinking everybody's doing something, and I'm watching like a hawk.
Right. Well, to me, I think even if Dennis is not around, I hope he beats it, and I hope he's there. But even if he isn't around, when the two witnesses show up, that's going to be, those are going to be our coaches at the end.
Right. Exactly. That's a very good point.
That's the thing. They're going to be our coaches, and they're going to be able to lead us and help tell us what to do and give us the inside scoop of what we need to do. And it's just going to be real simple. Whatever they tell us to do it. I mean, that's it.
Right. But don't you kind of find that, in the sense, going along with what's happening with Dennis right now, like Dennis just isn't going to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that possibility is there. It just seems awfully strange to me, because if you look at like Revelation chapters 1 and 2, and they talk about the 7 churches, and only 2 of them meet with approval, and obviously Shepherd's Chapel is one of them, and it's either the Smyrna or Philadelphia. It just doesn't make any sense to kind of pull the rug out from underneath it. I just don't understand that part. That's what confuses me more than anything else.
Right. And I agree with it. And when I heard that, I was like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? First, Pastor Murray is gone, which just broke my heart.
And that happened fast too. He fast. I mean, that happened real fast.
And now Dennis, it's like,
does anybody have any update on Dennis?
I don't, but I know somebody who's another Shepherd's Chapel student who has inside connections there, and I'll be talking to him tomorrow.
Very good.
Wait a minute. Humilus Vermiculus says you're all wrong. Satan's time is short. You should all know that. We do know that. It's a 5-month period. What are you talking about? Where did we say any different?
But I think they're with, I think it's the same guy as Arctic Wolf, and they're kind of a troll in that aspect. They come under when praise goes on YouTube. So I don't really take to heart what they say.
Diana, you're right. When your job is done, it's done. And that's what I was saying. Maybe his job is done, and he's earned his right, and he's done. And maybe it's just going to be that way. And that's why we have the 2 witnesses come, because our church isn't there anymore, except for the body of Christ.
And Galt proved a really good point. The chapel being a part of the Elijah ministry, right? Well, guess who's coming? Elijah's coming. So there would be no need for the ministry, because you have the Elijah. And we know that the Elijah is coming for a fact. So.
Right. And, one of the reasons why I believe, and if this is a troll, I don't, whatever. One of the reasons I believe, not just Shepherd's Chapel, but all of the churches, because if they do institute this Talmud thing, Christianity becomes illegal and it's going to be a famine for the truth. Why else would the two witnesses have to come to feed oil into the lamps? Because he's not going to allow the truth to be out there, and Christians will be silenced. Freedom of speech probably won't be anymore. It barely is hanging on as we speak. Look at what's happened to YouTube today. Prime example. They're shutting us down.
Well, look in New York City right now. In New York City, starting today, in New York City, you can get fined up to $250,000 for calling somebody an illegal alien.
What?
Yeah, there's a news story out on that today.
What happened?
That in New York City, if you call somebody an illegal alien, you can get fined up to $250,000.
You're kidding.
You're shit.
Yeah.
But I guess they can do their drugs and stuff in the street, but that is okay.
Yeah.
A $250,000 fine for calling somebody an illegal alien?
Yes. That the story's out all over the place.
I am mortified right now.
Yeah.
So what do we call them?
I have no idea. I mean, it's going to get to the point that you can't even say anything.
Well, there is a time that God says to be silent because these times are evil times, and maybe it's approaching faster than we think.
Now, the one thing about like my site, johnvance.com, is that we can all do things in secret there, because I can cover up everybody. We can have secret chat rooms in there and discuss things in secret, which is nice because the hosting company I use is a hosting company that allows just about anything. I mean, they allow adult sites. So, I mean, I have a lot of flexibility there.
So do those adult sites. Ha ha ha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun. Never mind.
Oh man, I just, I was.
So Memory Lapse is agreeing with me here that it is a true thing because he lives in New York, or he or she lives in New York.
Wow.
That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
I am mortified right now.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they might have passed a law, but it'll never stand up under free speech. It just won't.
No.
The First Amendment, it won't stand up.
Do you think, though, possibly that when we go into this almost, because we know that the one world system doesn't come together fully until Lucifer gets here, but do you think at some point we're going to lose those freedoms? Because when 9/11 happened and the Patriot Act, they can take our rights away at any given moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's not out of the question.
Well, that's kind of freaky if you ask me. But I mean, all for a greater purpose, small price to pay for, where we're going. But it's saddening at the same time.
Hey, Diana, are you in the Phoenix area? Because that's where I'm at. I'm in Phoenix. Can you respond to that, Diana?
Wow.
Memory Lapse says you can get arrested for telling somebody God bless you in public because it's seen as forcing your beliefs on another.
Wow.
Well, it's funny. Today I went to get propane, and I could tell this woman was a liberal or a Democrat because it's just the area I live in. And when she gave me my propane and we walked away, I said, "Have a blessed day." She looked at me like she wanted to jump across that desk and take my head off for saying that. Oh,
yeah. It is getting to be really, really tough out there. I mean, some of these people are really going nuclear right now. Diana, you're in Surprise, Arizona. Okay, I know where that is.
Oh, I know where that is. That was just outside of, not too far from Flagstaff.
No, that Surprise is over there in basically where Sun City West is, or Sun City is out there.
Maybe I was thinking something else.
No, I know that because one of my brothers has a house in Surprise in Sun City Grand.
You wake up and they say, "Surprise, it's Arizona." Surprise, it's hot as hell.
Yes. Diana, we should meet sometime here in Arizona. I think restrictions on free speech. That's why I have my own site where I can control everything and hide everything, because it's all hidden inside databases. And I can even put in like private sections that nobody else can access. So even if they do try to get in, that if you're not put into certain member groups, you won't be able to get in.
You know, but that's so sad that we have to come down to that point where we have to bury ourselves. That's like in communistic countries where they have to dig through the ice and they have to baptize people and they have to go to church underground. That's what I feel like is happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's crazy how it's deteriorated so fast. I mean, and really, when you think about it, remember when Obama was president?
How could you forget?
Yeah. So when he was president first, he really wasn't catering to the gay community all that much, at first. And then all of a sudden, this thing just kind of popped up out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, gay marriage was legal, just like that.
Right.
Well, it happened very fast.
I hear his wife is actually a man.
Yeah, I've heard Michael all the time.
Right, and Obama even called him her whatever Michael.
Yes, there are some. I've seen some videos on that too, and I don't know if he's talking about a different Michael or if he just slipped and said that. I don't know.
Well, he kind of looks like a butt putter.
Well, even Joan Rivers, who is as connected in Hollywood as you could be, had said things along those lines too, and then she disappeared 2 weeks after she said that.
Well, you're right. You're right. Times are just getting pretty crazy. Only trolls I know have wrenches. What?
Oh yeah, but see, I think he's Arctic Wolf, and that was on, and I remember this too on the other channel, and it's just not nice stuff, and they don't even hear the words that are coming out of your mouth, and then they go off onto bonker land, and then they condemn you to hell and say that you're going to burn. And if they actually heard Pastor Murray, they would understand that God is a consuming fire. Folks are not burning up like bacon in heaven. I mean, come on. I mean, in hell. So, I mean, it's really stupid. And that's what makes them a troll.
Well, you do now, Bree. So use your wrench if you feel the need to.
There you go.
Wrench away, Bree. Wrench away. We'll give you the honor. But yeah, I just the one thing that I was thinking about lately is that why, and I'm sure it's for a purpose, but why are we all so far apart? It's like we're thousands of miles or hundreds of miles, apart, and I can never find anybody where I'm at close by me. And if I do, they're off their friggin' rocker. And I feel like I'm alone in my corner. I have God, but I'm talking about the physical, flesh
Right.
church of Christ, body of Christ right now. And everybody's so dang far away. And it's upsetting because I would love to be able to get together and actually be here in the flesh and have this, talks or church or studies. I mean, I yearn for that. But this is the closest we get, and I love it. Thank you, God, for right now. But man, I'm just saying, I wish we weren't all so far apart.
Oh yeah, me too. It'd be nice if we could have meetings, get together, and actually fellowship together. That'd be fantastic.
Right. And I know there's some groups up where I live, but I'm not going to get into that because some of them are so far off their rocker. I'm not chancing my soul, so I'm good where I'm at.
Good move, Bree.
Exactly.
Good move. And I like what Against the Flow said. God had to spread us thin. Yeah, the elect are on the 4 corners of the earth. They are all over. He put his.
And for some reason, I recognize that.
You do what?
I recognize that name, Humilus Vermiculus something.
Vermiculus, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that name from somewhere. Isn't it ringing a bell with anybody else?
I remember him when he was on.
I don't know. Sounds like a good spammer name to me.
On YouTube.
Sounds like
there are many different names. There are many different names from this person, and they are more than welcome to join if they are just normal and just talk. I mean, they don't have to be so bad.
Yeah.
It's just, because it's just incoherent stuff. I mean, if they actually heard the words that were coming out of our mouths, they would understand that it's the word of God and that it is true. And if they actually listened to Pastor Murray and to Dennis, if they actually did, they would actually be understanding the words that are coming out of our mouths. So that to me, it just shows that they are a troll. It's kind of like that one person, L, that hopped on in and they said they watched Pastor Murray for 25 years and they couldn't even, and you said, all right, say one thing that Pastor Murray says, just one of his lines, and they couldn't do it. Do you remember?
Because they're just torturing, not listening.
It's just a hater, and that's all that it is. It's just a hater, but that is okay. They are more than welcome to hear the truth.
Actually, it's probably Lucifer's spirit just trying to throw wrenches in our groove, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to happen a lot. You're always going to have these things happen, and there's not much you can do about it. You just have to kind of deal with it.
Wow, Memory, you're right. Memory Lapse says, I totally feel like I am alone where I am at. However, Paul talks about that and says those that draw closer to Christ become more secluded and isolated if these walls could talk. Man, you were so right.
That was powerful.
Yeah, that's very good, Memory.
And that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. I know there are a few out here in the Phoenix area. I mean, obviously Diana's one of them. I didn't know that. And there's a few others, I guess, around Tempe, Chandler, somewhere around there. There's a few others around there. Queen Creek, somewhere in that area. That's quite a ways from where I live.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is, we'll all be brought to where we need to be brought when we need to be brought there, and times are getting short. So we're not alone. We have God, and we're not alone because we have these ways of communicating with each other and having, because right now this is like church and God is with us, when we're telling the truth. So amen for that. And we'll be brought where we need to be brought to, and we'll see each other soon. I don't doubt that.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we're testifying against him, we might end up pairing up a little bit with each other at that time. I think that's going to be more fun than anything.
Oh, it is. And I hope God uses me as that tool. I tell him I'm ready. Use me as that tool because I want to tear some dragon.
You're not the only one. I hope that's my future calling. And I think in a sense it probably, I think I have a chance at it because all throughout my life, I've always been thrown into situations where I'm always in way over my head and then have to try to figure out how I'm going to win, that kind of deal. It's kind of like, imagine this is the way if I want to describe my life, this is how it usually goes. Okay. Imagine being a decent quarterback prospect out of college. Okay. But not the top one, but maybe number 6 or 7, somewhere around there. Okay. So you're down a couple of notches, right? And I ended up getting drafted by the New England Patriots, and Tom Brady's the starting quarterback and all that. But I play all the garbage time in the fourth quarter and preseason, all that kind of stuff, right? Make it all the way to the Super Bowl, and on the third play, Tom Brady gets hurt, and then I'm in. That's the way my life usually goes. It's just like that. And
right, but it's like preparation. So
exactly.
You were born for this.
Exactly. So, I mean, I have been through that situation, figuratively speaking, so many times, I can't even count them all.
Right, and that's the same way my life has gone. That's the same way of Olive's life has gone. We all have that in common.
We
and
definitely do.
We're not untrained soldiers. We're very well trained.
Yes, we are.
Very well. Good job, God. Good job. Good job.
That's why I always say it's so funny when people talk about life giving the lemons. I mean, they are straight up bowling balls. They are not lemons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the lemon crack, that's like Leave It to Beaver days. That's in the golden era. I mean, we are in the bowling ball era. I mean, it's like it's like incoming. So
Right.
Almost like those hailstones in the future.
exactly, exactly.
200-pound hail balls.
Exactly. That's exactly right. But it makes us stronger. And we grow and we learn. And that's why we thank God for these experiences, you know? So I look back now,
Oh, yeah.
5 years ago, on stuff that I cried about. I laugh at, like, you really cried about that? Oh my gosh. You know, so
Yeah.
that's the awesome part.
I like Diana's comment here. I always think if I don't get to physically see you here, I will one day, and we'll have eternity to catch up. And that's exactly true too. I mean,
Yeah, amen.
it's a no-lose situation there, one way or the other.
Very, very good. This is awesome.
This is what, how do you say that? Humulus other channel. So they have some kind of YouTube channel or something?
I don't know. It sounds like it.
I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to see what it is.
It says beware vulgar.
No.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's vulgar stuff. So it's either an atheist or
Are they recording us?
I have no idea.
We got another you know who.
And yeah, now I have YouTube up where I have the chat section. So I don't know. Did I do something? Okay. Boy, I just hit buttons and now I'm trying to now I have this up on my side over here. Is everybody still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm busy reading the chats. Various are in the chat room.
So you might have to reconnect, Olive.
Okay, let's see if I can reconnect here. Let's see if I can this is some crazy stuff. If I was talking about like, you know, Kim Kardashian's butt, I'm sure it would be live and clear. You know, so that's so funny.
Wow.
Wow.
Chimney. Now we lost like half our viewers. They'll be back. Come on back, guys.
Come on back. This is so funny.
Come back with coffee, yeah.
Geez, I mean, they're really screwing with us tonight.
Might have to come back with a 6-pack instead.
You know, I was going to bring up.
Yeah, and tell them that they're on my connection and I have cable. That's why we're doing it on mine because I have you know, the cable. This is incredible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not you, it's YouTube. That is so weird.
It could be a little bit it could be her ISP doing some goofy things too, because I don't use my ISP's equipment. I just go through their line. I have private internet access, and so I get through on a different system altogether.
And how do you do that?
It's a VPN, and so
a VPN.
I bypass everything.
That's a good idea.
I do websites and I build computers and that for a living, so you know.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
I need to look into that. I might go on ahead and do that, Al, and get a VPN.
Yeah, I think that's an idea. I heard about that, and that way they can't screw with us.
Yeah, because there's no real records being kept, and it's just actually it ends up being better because what happens is this is what something you probably don't know about the industry here. I'll let you know about it. They won't cut us off for this. But anyway, most of your ISPs, when they have to have something called DNS servers, and unfortunately, the DNS servers that they use are a total expense for them. So they try to cheap out as much as they can. And so what happens is you end up with these kind of crappy second class DNS servers. And what I've done is I've modified everything so I don't go through any of them. And then I also have a private, it's actually a company called Private Internet Access that I use for VPN, and I have much better results. So I'm bypassing everything. I just have a line, that's it.
That is.
Well, we'll definitely have to figure this out, Olive.
I would like to figure it out how you can
bombarded.
go live without having to have a camera on. This would be awesome to do on Facebook too, because it would make for awesome fellowship.
Oh, we can do that really simple, actually.
How?
And it doesn't get cut off.
How?
I'm gonna let's see. All you have to do instead of using YouTube is use that instead.
Yeah, you could go live on Facebook with the is it Facebook Live, or is it called?
And you can do the same background?
No.
No, you can't do that, but you can do like a video camera thing. And I've done it live before too.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've done it live.
And you're on Facebook? I'm gonna have to find you.
Yeah, it's just the same name on Facebook.
Okay, and I'll search for you.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, Diana, go ahead and find me on Facebook too and put in a request there. And I'll do that.
Yeah, we might have to start using that because this YouTube crap's getting down to my last nerve.
Yeah, this should be a lot easier than it is because, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just the YouTube structure. I don't know.
Well, and then, you know, because of that thing that happened, you can't use your cell phone to go live or nothing. I mean, they've cut you down to next to nil and zun unless you're picking boogers or putting makeup on a guy or dressing children up in drag, then that's okay to watch.
Of course.
I mean, it's disgusting. I just don't know how to rig OBS up for that. I guess you would do it the same way you do YouTube.
Something like that.
Too bad that YouTube or that Facebook doesn't have this feature, because if I turn on my camera, it would just be my back porch. You know, wouldn't be really exciting.
I have black tape over mine. Just so y'all don't catch me in my jammies.
That's so funny. And so how do you add more than one person to talk on YouTube?
Can't we use Zoom the same way we do, or what?
Now that I don't know. I haven't gone through the finer details of that. I did when my mom had her birthday, we did a live thing, and a lot of relatives were chiming in on that. And so we were doing that.
Well, you know what, Olive, we'll have to, after this show, we'll see how long it lasts. You and I can talk, and maybe John, and, you know, we can kind of all put our heads together and figure out how we can get that going so we don't have to deal with this. This is annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can just put out like a little short clip saying, hey, we're going to be here at this time. Don't forget, or whatever, you know.
I'm going to have to look into this about going live on Facebook.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Line again.
Shut up. We are?
Into the Patreon, because maybe we don't have to make people pay. I don't know if you can do it for free or not, but even if so, you can just set it up for like $1 and they get to watch all month for free. I don't think that's a very bad, you know, thing to be able to not be interrupted.
Different platform.
Yeah, this YouTube thing is on my last nerve. This is like a really bad hemorrhoid. Not that I would know, but I'm guessing.
A really bad hemorrhoid. That's so funny.
And I'm all out of those donut pillows, so I mean, this is hurting.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. So funny. I know there is Twitch, and you don't have to pay to use Twitch.
Can you do backgrounds like this and stuff?
I think you can. I think you can use Streamlabs OBS for Twitch.
Oh, you're right, you can. I've never gone on it, so I don't even know what it looks like.
And the reason why I know about Twitch is because of Dutch Sense. When he was having so many problems on YouTube, he tried out Twitch for a while. And so he's on there.
Well, let's try that. We'll practice and maybe get that set up. So if we do, which I'm hoping we can do another show tomorrow, we can try Twitch and see if that works better.
That's one thing we could try.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Memory lapse. They said Twitch doesn't like you talking about religion and politics, which is what we talked about, so they'll probably do it to us there too.
Okay, so
oh, D Live. I've heard of D Live. We'll see if you can even get this to play. Good luck.
I have it in my chat, and I'm trying to figure out how to in my sidebar, and I don't know how to remove it from the sidebar, but here we'll do it this way. Here we
Live stream says it's offline. I'm going to double check this. Oh, live stream offline. It's like as soon as we get to 10 people, they kick us out. There we are. Or are we? Goodness sakes.
Huh.
But if you go into, I mean, is there anywhere else, you guys, that you can go in and use OBS so we can bring up videos and stuff like that where we can talk and stuff? I mean, is there any other options besides Twitch or besides on? Says we're offline again.
Yeah. Well, I know Patreon is one thing that people are using quite a lot now, and that seems to be, we don't seem to have the restrictions if we went there.
No, there's no restrictions on Patreon at all. Wow, they really got us, Olive. They got us.
Is it doing it again?
Yeah, they're saying it's cutting out. We keep going offline, online, offline. We get 10 people, they boot us. People come back, it spins, they boot us. I mean, we're in a situation here.
No, and this was even worse than when you went live. And I have better internet. This makes sense. I mean, this makes zero sense whatsoever.
They said they can still hear us.
Hey, Olive, what is your ISP? Who's your ISP there, Olive?
What do you mean ISP? Like who? Like
who's your internet provider? Who's your internet company?
Cox Cable.
Cox Cable. Oh, okay. They usually have a pretty good infrastructure there, so I'm not.
Yeah, and Praise and I, we go live almost every night. We do. And this is
And there's no problems.
yeah. We've got a cutoff just a few times, but it was never like this. Ever. I mean, ever.
Right.
I wonder if it's my mom's computer. I wonder if it can't hold all this stuff.
Well, it's a possibility too. The way most computers are made nowadays, they're kind of junky.
Yeah.
I modify most of my stuff, or else I just build it from scratch. One of the two.
That's the best way to go.
Yeah. For instance, I just recently I had 8 gigs of memory in my computer that I use most of the time, and I decided to upgrade it to 16. So I took out the 8 gig stick and put in 2 real high quality sticks of RAM for 16 gigs, and it's a completely different computer, completely different. I couldn't believe how much faster everything is. It just works a whole lot better.
Yeah, I totally agree.
These computers that you buy off the shelf most of the time will give you somewhere between about a C- to B+ experience. That's all they're ever going to give you, because they're always designed to always want you to want to upgrade a little bit more so they can make more money off of you.
Well, that's bull crap.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's how they do it. That's why I modify things, or else I just build it from scratch myself and put in what I want to put in.
Well, I'm going to see.
Yeah, I'm going to text her the stream key and see if she has better results. You would think I was up on a mountain higher than L. You know? This is, so let's see here. Do you want me? I'm going to try and get us live. Okay, L, that's a good idea. I'm going to take a picture of the stream key.
Okay.
Okay? And take a picture of it. Then that way it'll be, well, let me reveal it. It went away. So, yeah, just a bunch of dots. Be like a blonde on a computer.
This is just crazy, and it's getting worse. And like I said, it's not just us. So
now here's something interesting. I just found this here. Okay, now listen to this here. This is for doing a live Facebook feed here with more than one person. What you do is you go on yourself, you start a Facebook live broadcast, and then you invite a guest, and you can add a guest via the comment section or add a guest from live viewers. And if the profiles are marked with a green camera, they're eligible to join. So they have to have like a video camera that's on, so they can do it that way. So there is a way to do this with more than one person on Facebook Live.
okay, well, that's good to know. So I'm going to try Chitter Chat News. We might have to change our way here.
Yeah.
And you're right, Against the Flow. I think, Olive, you're doing Wi-Fi, correct?
Yes, I'm doing Wi-Fi.
Well, that's half your problem right there. If you were wired, you probably wouldn't have that problem.
Really?
Wi-Fi is never as reliable. I don't care what they say. If you're hardwired in, it'd be a lot better. You can even just try being hardwired and see what happens.
I will. I think I have an Ethernet, somewhere, like a really long one that I can plug into the modem. I just have to.
Yeah, let's try that again. And if you can do that, that'd be fantastic.
I have to go. In fact, we'll probably have to do that tomorrow because I have to go through the garage and go through all the boxes. I have it somewhere, and you would think that I would have put it in a smart spot, but I didn't. I didn't. I looked at that big cord and I said, "Oh, I'll never need that." In the box you go.
Yeah. Well, and then too, are you using a laptop computer?
It's an all-in-one.
All in one? Okay, one of those. Okay, well that's a little bit better processing speed and everything. The laptops usually are a little bit more limited on power, and that's usually the desktops are a little bit more like that, a little bit better.
Yeah. And I'm looking for and it says that this is an i3. on the side of the thing here. It says that it's an i3, so I don't know about.
Oh, that could be part of the problem too. An i3 processor is only a dual core processor.
Oh.
And you're kind of pushing things when you're doing stuff like this. If you're doing a dual core processor, that's a little light on the horsepower.
Oh, I gotcha. So, but would it help if I get the Ethernet cord or find it?
It would probably help, yeah. I mean, that would help that part of it at least. But you're still dealing with a dual core processor, which is pretty limited.
Okay, I gotcha. So that's probably a lot of the problem here.
Yeah. Your computer just can't keep up with it. And then when you factor in all the slower DNS stuff that you're going through, you're probably not going to do as well.
I gotcha. Well, boy, John, you are so smart. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. But it sounds like you know enough on your end that you know how to do some of these things.
Well, praise. He taught me, and it is hard. It is very hard.
Yeah, I know. It's different if I'm in the room with you. I can make these things happen in a couple of minutes.
I bet you can. I bet you can.
Well, I can also do live remote sessions too, no matter where you are. As long as you're on the internet, I can do live remote sessions with you and switch things around.
Very, very.
Okay. I'm testing this out. This can take a few seconds.
Okay.
I'm testing out the live. Yep, it's on.
We're on. We're on where?
Oh, Twitter chat. Okay.
Can you check it, John, to see if that's working?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Let me see. There you are. As long as you're on the internet, I can do live remote sessions.
And I'm hoping that it will also show our.
It's working.
It's working. Can you hear us on there?
I said. I'm hearing your little intro. That's all I'm seeing right now.
Okay, well, now I just changed it, so it should change here in a second. And then I'm going to go hardwire myself in.
We're on. Oh boy, there's my big voice. That's so funny. We're on where?
On Facebook, on Twitter Chat News.
So
let me see.
Request to join in this group. There's 725 members in this group.
Yes. I've had it since 2007, I believe.
Wow.
And I will get you right now.
This is so cool, Al.
Anybody else that wants to join, please send a request so we can get you in here. See, John, can you hear us in that?
Let me see here.
Members in this group. Oh boy, Al, that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear us in that.
That's terrible.
Boy, we just really have to roll around the whatever, dance around the bush, man.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm going to test out to see if I can go to live screen. I'm going to put something up in the background here. Let me just get up something really quick so we can test this.
Wow, we can do this on Facebook, you guys.
And I don't think we're restricted there. So I'm going to put a video in the background and I'm going to see if we can get this playing. So let me get this real quick, see if my computer will. Of course, you're going to be stupid, OBS, because you're stupid. It's doing that thing to me when you go to push window capture and you're going to your select option. It's like, no, you can't have what's in your background because I'm going to torture you to death. Yeah, thank you.
I can see you're trying to do something there.
Yeah, it's not catching my window capture to put into my my search bar. So I'm going to take it out of OBS real quick. And then I'm going to add in window capture, add source, new source, add source. And I got it. Done. And now let's see if it changes. And it's should be coming up here in a second. And can you hear me in that, John?
Let me see. I have to turn it down because there's so much delay. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. You're coming through. There's delay, but I can hear you.
Okay, good. So I might have to hardwire myself in. Are you there, Olive?
I am right here. And I'm going to go fill my cup of coffee and I'll be back.
Okay. So I need to fix my screen.
And yeah, but see, rattlesnake shake, that is the same as Arctic wolf, and that is the same as humeless. That is the same one. And Firebrand is right. That's a very awesome brother in Christ. He's sounding the alarm. I'll be back.
What did I?
Back. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee.
Calm down. Grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work that. You can tell my internet's not. I'm not hardwired in, so.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit weird, but.
But you can hear all of our voices in there through Zoom.
Yeah, and the Zoom thing is still going the same as normal.
Well, that's really good because this is where we might have to do this.
Yeah, I was even thinking about maybe doing some live streams here too on Facebook. That's something we can do, kind of plan them together.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Oh, I would love it.
I mean, I could even lead one once in a while and just do my, have it in there. Everybody comes in and we just have our chat going and just take it from there.
Yeah.
We'd probably get more people, that's for sure.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Well, here we go. We're getting we're getting people back here. So this is good news. Good news.
Olive, are you Lanny?
What?
Are you Lanny on Facebook?
No, that's not me. I sent
somebody else.
Friend a request, and I'm the heifer surfing. That's on Facebook.
Oh my God.
Heifers like to surf too.
Okay.
That's me.
You're funny.
That is so funny. I love cow surfing. That is such an awesome photo.
I'm going to have to figure out here how I use all this and get the picture looking different and so forth. But is it working well on your guys' end? And does everybody know from YouTube where we're at?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't look like it's pausing us out.
No, it seems to be more steady. That's for sure.
It does. It definitely does.
And that's on satellite internet. So that shows you right there it was YouTube.
Yeah, it looks like there's less interference here. That's for sure.
I was just trying to see how I make the screen bigger, but I've never used this before, so I'm like, whoa. And
well, all I do when I did mine before is I just use my webcam, and then there's just me sitting there talking, and then people come in. And I just.
Well, I haven't got my face on, mister. I'm going to have to go really quick into the refrigerator, dip my face in a cake, and come out like Miss Doubtfire. Then I'll be ready because I don't have my face on.
I don't have my face on either.
You got your face on, Olive?
You know, I haven't had my face on since, let me see, probably 2009.
Like,
That's funny right there.
I'll be right back.
Okay, John.
Okay. So, okay, now that, well, we've kind of, I'm just trying to see if we can make sure that everybody over there on YouTube knows where we went.